Hello, we're back.
Hey.
Hi. Um,
Um?
well, if it's stealing to listen to a music without a paying for it,
Yeah.
then it's also stealing if you play it in your head,
I agree.
right?
Yep.
If I'm imagining a scene from a movie, that's piracy.
Yeah, that's
If
why.
it's if I'm really accurate about it,
then you're stealing
that's
copyright material.
that's like $100
Yeah, that's why
that you've stolen from the poor folks at Universal.
That's why I never think of movie scenes
Oh yeah.
or music. You wouldn't imagine a car, would you?
Vroom vroom.
Hey!
Ah. What type of animal? A buffalo?
A beefalo,
It's
half
like a
cow. Real
buff
thing,
boy.
by the way.
Some kind of Buffy. He's in a cave? A water buffalo?
I don't know if this is Buffalo country.
Breeze Wakame.
Oh, that's my favorite rapper.
I don't think this is where I need to go.
I don't think it is either, but I like your style.
There's a lot of Breeze Wakame. Seems like its own little...
Is it stealing to download a car?
I don't think I need any of this shit.
But you have so much of it now. Unless you weren't gathering it.
Buffalo? You're not a buffalo!
Oh, no step on snack.
You ain't no buffalo.
The rare snake buffalo. Whack. Can you craft the syringe that makes you notice all animals near you?
Maybe.
I already have that.
I think I might be in this spot to find the buffalo, actually. I hear, like, some snorting and shit.
You found the buffalo temple? The
Yeah.
underwater buffalo temple?
Well, this is like a special thing, right? Like a special quest, so... I'm in the area still.
This is weird. This is not... It shouldn't be here.
I don't...
Look, maybe it is, maybe it's not. But it shouldn't be here.
Just hanging out. Okay, it's not. I found some cool thing, I guess.
You
but
did.
I swear I heard it, a buffalo.
No, you're crazy.
Is this you? Just any of them? One horn. Oh, one horn. There's the one horn.
Hey, you found it. Look at you.
Is it really rare? Because I could just make one by
I was gonna
cutting
say,
off.
I could
like,
make 4 right now.
it doesn't seem like a natural one horn situation. It just seems
clearly
like
looks broken. Like
somebody
it's
ripped
also
off
it's not
the
even
horn.
1. It's a 1.5.
Yeah.
It's not 1 and nothing. You're gonna shoot in the
Oh!
butt, right in the butt. Oh, he's
Ow!
pissed.
I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm
He's
healing.
so
Stop. Stop. No fair. No fair.
ready.
Out.
Piss
No
it
fair. No
off.
fair.
Ugh.
Idiot.
You stupid buffalo.
Come on.
Not even smart enough to have 2 horns. Fucking idiot.
Loser. What do I want? Wallet. Yes.
When do I want it? Now.
Huge wallet that can carry $10,000.
Poker time.
Now things actually matter. So I got all the ammo pouches. Grenade, I need deer. Leopard. Yellowneck. Deer. Leopard. Deer, leopard, yellowneck. That's
what they
it.
called the bad guys in Vietnam.
So I have... Okay. I got $200 off that one horn.
Sick. It was carrying money.
Why is there wallet progression? Because apparently you can't carry money in something that's not a wallet.
Yeah.
And it limits the amount of money you can have, which is so stupid. Excuse me.
Quiet.
Bad
Town.
Town. All right. Well, let's. We can make progress, and if we see
So
deers,
was that one horn thing? Was that the Easter egg that
no,
Fanboys was talking? Okay.
no. The Easter egg's somewhere close to here anyway.
Oh yeah, it was down there. Right.
So wait, so I have the 4th thing now, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
I like this gun a lot, the PKM. I kind of want to put a fucking launcher there.
Easter egg is here.
These both have.
Good to know.
This has a bit more range and accuracy. I like the RPG.
What if you go exclusive RPG for the rest of the game?
Well, I can craft an RPG ammo pouch if I. Okay, my ammo's full.
Have you pissed on a tiger yet or not? I was promised golden tigers.
So rocket packs. This needs deer hide. Yeah, so I can get more. Yeah, let's just get a fucking deer
Sounds
real
like
quick.
you got to murder some deer.
Yeah. Venison.
Venison's good.
Uh-huh. Venice.
Venice also good. A little wet for my tastes, but it's fun. But venison, that's a solid meat right there. Underrated meat.
Is this a deer?
That's a deer.
Okay.
That's a polar bear. That's a deer. That's a deer. That's a polar bear. That's a shark. That's a pig.
Just trying to look for one that's close to a warp zone. There's one. All right, we're going hunting.
Who's going chicken hunting? We're going chicken hunting. Any ICP fans in the chat? Where my juggalos at?
That's a bear. That's not a deer.
You don't look like a deer at all. It was one of the worst animated deer I've ever seen.
My God. Why are they lying to me? Cheap, 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 cheap.
Did I talk about my last wrestling match, or did I only say I wrestled with a bad back? Spill the deets. Maybe I did only say that I wrestled with a bad back, which I did, which was a gamble.
Scoop put on an animal costume and another man blew out his back.
Look, when you say it like that, it sounds accurate. But yeah, when I took the first fall in the match, because I hadn't done anything that physical or strenuous since I heard them, like, this is either gonna be fine or I'm gonna be paralyzed. Oh my God,
there's a deer.
I got him.
Come on.
And it was fine. I wasn't paralyzed. That was a plus.
That's a
That's
dog.
also not a deer, but you should blow it away. Yep, that's how to do it.
Deer.
That's a deer. Maybe it's a gazelle. Could it be an antelope? Is it a dik-dik? What part of the world are we in?
Not yet.
I need a zap.
Come on. Fucking let me select it.
That is satisfying. But I thought wrestling was make-believe.
Is this a
No.
deer? What is this?
It's It's a deer.
It's a deer.
You did it.
Oh, I can make a better one. Dingo! And I have a bunch.
Maybe the dingo ate your baby.
Tiger, I need one more. Heavy duty rocket pack. Okay. And then what is this throwable pack? Oh, for grenades and Molotovs. Okay, kill one more deer. One more deer, one more tiger.
Maybe just kill a bunch of deer and leave the tiger alone. You were lied to by the libtard cucks. Wrestling is real. Yeah, the match was a 4-way tag elimination match to determine the first tag team champions. But the announcers did a poor job of alerting the crowd that it was an elimination match. So, like, one team gets eliminated, second team gets eliminated, third team gets eliminated, last team wins. When they announced that the match, like basically any other match, was for one fall, and we're not to give too much of a peek behind the curtain, when we're literally all behind the curtain when the announcer says one fall, we're like, no, it's not. It's 3 falls. And we were like, oh, well, let's see how this goes.
Let me skin it.
There we go. And then when I, in fact, got the first pin on someone to eliminate the first team, which understandably the crowd was expecting that when the first pin happens, the match is over, and the match didn't feel like at that point that it would be over, they were confused. And then I immediately got pinned by someone else to eliminate us as the next team, and the crowd were further confused. So it could have gone better, and I completely blame the announcers.
Oh. Ow.
But yes, I'm also happy that I wasn't paralyzed.
Do I have to reload the area to get more deers?
I was robbed, Edma. And in fact, as per what the announcer said, if it was in fact scheduled for one fall, I got the first fall. We are the tag team champions. I should bring that up, actually.
I'll go back and then reload it.
I'm glad, Minnie Mooger.
Tiger.
It
Deer.
would be good, Edma. I don't know if that's happening, though.
Whatever. Let's just go do.
Fucking whatever.
Yeah. Let's do story shit.
No bully Scoot. Send Scoot money.
I've seen a moose up close and it was terrifying.
They're big.
Yeah.
They're so big.
Yeah. Crazy cock.
I'm happy you aren't paralyzed, but Scoot trying to make racial innuendos through a Stephen Hawking speak and spell sounds pretty funny.
Being around all these criminals is too much. It is so easy.
Australia IRL.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks I am a bad guy because I come from Germany. I was promoted.
Did I tell you about my terrifying Australia story?
Sit.
No.
I was
Now,
in Australia,
what is
not
the
to
mission?
brag,
I wanna kill all
and
Chinese.
staying at, I think we just stayed there one night. Staying in a guy's house one night between shows in
Yeah.
I think it was somewhere in New South Wales, but it wasn't Sydney. It was out of Sydney. And you know, nice enough house, nice enough neighborhood, not like overly rural or anything. And we're hanging out, I think, watching something on TV. And they got lots of it's like his parents' house. There's like lots of stuff on the wall and art and whatnot. And there was like a
What are you thinking?
I thought it was like a figure of some like big spider thing.
Oh.
And you know where you see where this is going. I've given it away, and then it moved, and it was a foot long.
Nice.
It was 1 foot long. I'm not exaggerating. That's the size of it. And I was terrified. And the Australians, didn't give a shit. They're like,
They're probably like, it's not even one of the bad ones.
yeah, it wasn't one of the bad ones. It wasn't poisonous. It was just giant.
That's awesome.
And
Get Gael over there.
I didn't sleep well that night.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Yes, I was staying in a boy's house. Is SOS on a set 4-week schedule, or do we not know when the next match is after September 9th? It's not. It's either 4 or 5 weeks each time, but the next couple are scheduled. So I'll tell you in 15 seconds.
All right, so what was the fucking coordinates? 625.
It was like 620, 557. Somewhere's about there.
621. Is that where it is?
Attacks on Yaks, I support this. I've got dates. I'm pretty sure they're all Fridays, but you're going to have to confirm that. September 9th, October 14th, November 11th, December 9th. So 5 weeks after September 9th, and then 4 weeks after the next two. 9/9, 10/14, 11/11, 12/9.
9/11.
9/11.
11.
Never forget.
11, 9/11, 7/11. 14/8.
What was the last one? I missed the last one.
No.
No. No.
Swimming.
I don't think you can travel from one island to another. It's really you have to fast travel.
Really? We'll find out.
We're about to find out. Someone's about to look foolish. I'm excited.
I think I just had to unlock the island first. I think it just wouldn't let me because I hadn't been there yet. We'll see, though. Right now, I'm taking a gamble
You can go to
with
wrestling.
sharks.
You can go to wrestling and the Nerd Convention in October. What a time to be alive. As if the wrestling isn't also a nerd convention.
Carefully approach the what?
I think you answered your own question, Femboys.
Oh! Ow, shit, this is 2 sharks. You sons of bitches.
You really took that shark attack in stride.
It was just a little nib.
Okay.
These sharks, they got de-teethed.
I hear that's cruel. I hear that you shouldn't get your sharks de-teethed.
So this is some sort of Easter egg over here.
This is quite an Easter egg. Maybe, is that an Easter egg?
Oh, it's a head.
Sick. Interact.
I did.
That was it?
Something gonna happen now?
The Easter egg is a head in the sand. We did it. You better shoot that head.
I don't
That's
know why.
a strong head.
It said hold X to interact, and then I did, and then nothing happened. That's very funny. All right, thanks.
Was it blinking?
I don't know.
Go.
I don't think so.
Or was it just like the ripple of the light on it? No, I guess he's not well. I guess he's seen better days. Did I watch Art Attack as a kid? No, but it rings a bell.
I love Art Attack. It was like short things where the guy would like he'd what's the word I'm looking for?
Not sure.
He'd place a bunch of objects around on the ground over like a football field, and then it would look from above, and it'd be like, oh, it's like a picture of something.
Okay.
It's cool.
That's a real Art Attack.
Yeah.
Art Attack made me who I am today, says Laser, which is, I don't know, maybe not the most ringing endorsement for Art Attack. I hear the host died of an Art Attack.
Because he went to Art Attack Grill.
Yeah. It's right in the name. You should know. I think we all remember the Art Attack furry porn episode.
That'd be a funny edit.
I agree. Get on it, the internet.
Oh, a deer.
A female deer. Oh, this might be more than one.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. We can
Venison.
qualify that as a massacre, right? I would say. No one's gonna say that wasn't a massacre.
It would be cruel if I left some of the family members alive because they would just grieve.
I agree.
I gotta get them all.
Oh, what's the? I'm gonna get there. What is the name for serial killers who kill whole families? There's a boss name for it. Family Annihilator? Is that it?
What the fuck?
What?
That sounds so weird.
You mean so cool?
Komodo. I have 17 Komodo dragons.
That's
here.
a shitload of Komodo dragons.
I have blood Komodo. Oh yeah, that was
Ooh.
from a specific quest.
The name isn't.
Oh my god, all the
Scoot.
grenades and Molotovs I can carry.
Oh, Family Annihilation is when it's your own family. I guess I've done that too. It's not.
It's Chris Benoit.
It's not a Family Guy. Oh, that killer, he was a Family Guy.
I never use C4 in mines. I do use fuel, so yellow neck leather would be something that I'd be interested in getting if people want to. And then I need to kill a Tega.
You're right, Internet Mommy. It usually is the father, because he's fucking had enough.
Haven't you seen the movie? You're a dingo.
How has there not been a Chris Benoit movie yet? One was in the works, like, just like a couple years after it happened, but that was more than 10 years ago. There's been a couple of books, I think, and I think one was optioned to be a movie, but then I don't know if it didn't go anywhere. Maybe nobody wanted to play Chris Benoit. Seems like a fun role.
Chris B. Bacon.
Chris Benoit. That's true, Edma. Can you resist the urge for singing Cleveland Brown intro?
I'm coming hard.
in.
I'm coming. I'm coming hard. I want the world to know. Biggie.
Oh. Thank you, Moon Moon. I appreciate it.
If they just allowed you to do this same thing to children in video games, it would be cool. But they're cowards.
I agree. Prepare for the next pussy load is quite a sentence. Out of context, even in context. You need 3 child leathers for the next wallet upgrade. Why are so many male nerds obsessed with child murder in games and movies?
Cause they're cause it's unequal.
Yeah,
Because films and video games treat it as if it's like more of a tragedy to kill a child.
yeah, and I think you're misusing male
And they're
nerds in place of cool Sigma males who know what's up.
I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't disproportionate. Like if
Yeah.
you have a part in a video game where like you can actually kill a kid,
Then awesome.
then your
it's a
video
good
game is
video
probably gonna get rated like adults only.
Yeah.
Like so, there's this weird like disproportionate. It's just it's mental nonsense. It's caveman brain.
That's why Face Off is the best movie.
Yeah. It's like the black phone. Like I'm sorry, this is a movie where the entire plot is there's a
about
child
child
character. And you're supposed to believe they're in danger, but then you don't see child deaths in the
Yeah.
movie. And it's like, well, okay, what are they in danger of? If you're showing me as a film that you're too cowardly to do that, then I'm not going to believe that they're in danger because I already know you're not going to do it.
And guess what? They weren't.
A child dying is more sad than an old person dying because they have more to live. Well, what do you mean by old person? If a person's 90, I don't give a shit in a movie. Like, I mean, it's depending on their character. That's too much of a blanket statement. Yeah, I care more about characters, I guess, but, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, it's not like I don't have empathy for children or child characters. Like, I've talked very much about how Dear Zachary makes me cry, but when it's like manipulative and it's just like, oh, like fucking A Quiet Place and shit, it's just like, eh.
Yeah.
Like just the one at the beginning and that's it. Like, and it was so annoying and they were used as such props the entire time. Like, fuck. It's just, yeah, it's irritating. And I respect films that actually have balls. That actually care about creating something that, you know, is true to an art form instead of making sacrifices to appeal towards like a rating or sensibilities, which is funny. Like in movies, you can show children dying. You're not going to get an NC-17. You can show that in a movie. It's fine. Like you can get an R rating or whatever. But people just don't do it because it's like, because that would just be so upsetting. It's like, okay, well, what? So real death isn't upsetting? It's like you're not into the weird thing about video games is the argument for video games to make it adults only. If you can, like, if you were able to kill the children in Skyrim, like any other character or Fallout, like all these RPG games where it's like, you know, grenade. Somebody, you know, just you can blow a bunch of people up, but their argument for not having it against the same effects against children is like because that would be encouraging, like, or you know, there would be like somebody jerking off to it, or you're gonna make a child murder or something. It's like, well, it's just as bad for people to jerk off of murdering adults. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're making this weird distinction, which is why like GTA just doesn't have kid characters in the entire game.
Yeah.
And then any game that does have kid characters, they go like, oh, they're invincible and they just survive grenades and don't, like, you can't do anything. It's like, okay, well, that's taking me out of the game. You know, if I want to be a murdering psychopath in a game,
in a
like,
game.
what's the point of allowing me to kill any character if you can't kill a kid? Like, there's no point.
Let me kill that kid.
It's so stupid.
And let me jerk off to it. Look,
It's like it's so irritating. I would rather games be like GTA 5 and just we forget that children exist than putting children in a game and then they're just invincible characters and no one else is. That's so irritating.
I like to.
It's like it's the same as if you did it to like you can't kill women sort of thing. It's like if you just have this. Oh, oops.
I mean that's next. Hey, you failed the mission.
Yeah, if you're just taking like a classification, age, if it was age, gender, race, sexuality, it doesn't matter. Like to have one class of characters where it's just like, oh, they're invincible because that would be too upsetting. It's like, no. Like death is upsetting for everyone. Stop like stop pretending as though children's lives are like worth more. That's so silly.
I'm very pragmatic and logical about it. I like to jerk off to child murder and dog porn.
Throw a rock.
I'm carbon.
Sneak
They're
past.
carbon. What's the issue? I don't see a problem.
Okay, I'm gonna go behind here.
And also, I don't agree with the it's sadder because they have more to live for argument. Most people grow up into total pieces of shit, and we're just cutting the head off the snake faster.
Also, like, the victims of child deaths are the parents.
Are asking for it. What?
Like, it's traumatic to the parents, whereas, like, obviously the child dying, but I don't know, like, if you believe in an afterlife, then it's not really a big deal, but,
You should be psyched.
yeah. Yeah, you're sending them to God, right?
Yeah.
So,
You have to meet Jesus faster.
and if you don't believe in an afterlife, then it's like, whatever, they're just sleeping or not born yet. You know, it's the equivalent of just not...
They're just sleeping.
Yeah, it's just you don't exist, right?
Yeah.
So the tragedy is on the remaining people alive, which is
Correct.
the parents. Whereas, you know, if you have, let's say, like, someone in their 30s who, you know, has an employer or employees, many family members, many social connections, people depend on them, people rely on them, like... I think a person, like, in their 20s, 30s, like... anything after the age of like 8 is much more of a tragedy than anything below. And I get it, like psychologically.
Yeah,
if you
sad
have
your kid died.
if
That's
you're
fine.
if you're a caveman and you're thinking purely emotionally rather than like realistically about it, then yeah, it's like a child death is sadder because it it hurts our fifis more. But realistically, like it's not as sad as like someone who like that people actually depend on, right? Like people,
I actually
like
depend.
if I died,
I actually
like,
depend on a lot of 8-year-olds.
If I died right now, like a lot of people would that would affect a lot of people, and not just because of like ooh, I'm a famous YouTuber thing, but like I don't know, like I employ like a dozen people, like there's it would ruin my parents, it would fucking tons of friends and family and all that shit, whereas like I don't know, a baby. They can't even talk.
What's that baby doing? Nothing. Get it. Look, that baby's gonna die sometime. Let's get it out of the way early. That's what I say.
Yeah. I'm being like partially facetious, but also like it's I don't think that like an abortion is like a tragedy.
I don't think child murder is a tragedy. I do think abortion is a tragedy.
No.
I have very different thoughts on pre and post birth.
Where do I throw this rock? You're not even gonna listen to my rock throwing? So rude. Can't even hear it? Huh? What's going on, bro?
Adam, I'm more important than all babies.
I mean, yeah, even if it wasn't just me, even if I wasn't speaking selfishly from my own perspective, like, the average adult, the average teen or later or whatever... Can I lie down? No, I can crouch, but not lie down. Like, it's more of a tragedy if they die, because you have to, like, do so much to fill in, like, you're never going to be able to replace them, and even the attempts at replacing them, like, whether it's financially or socially, you have to do so much more to even come close to that. Whereas, like, a baby that doesn't have a personality yet, it's just like, just make a new baby. Like, it sucks for the parents. It's emotional, like, inevitable emotional tragedy because, like, we're human beings that have like emotional responses, and if we didn't, then we wouldn't like survive as a
I
species.
know a lot of
right?
adults that don't have a personality yet.
Yeah, but yeah, just so yeah, that's like to have media be like no 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 it's not a tragedy when you're killing just a bunch of like foreign men, but it is a tragedy when you kill a baby.
I think
Like that's so silly.
the least tragic circumstance you can have is a bunch of foreign babies, right? That's what we're saying.
Mm.
Who's with me? Why do they get quiet?
If I throw a rock into the water, will he go swimming? That'd be very funny. I want the world to know.
Gotta send some money home. Next paycheck.
But yeah, it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of people that would consider this opinion controversial, but I don't think that, like,
They're
ethically.
cowards.
Well, I mean, so many people accept people that just, like, don't give a shit about any farm animal, right? Like, that's the most common, like, example of just, like, complete lack of empathy towards, like, a living being, right? So I don't think it's that different, especially when I'm saying I do have empathy, but it's just as much of a tragedy, if not less, than
Yeah.
an adult.
Are you saying
it's
we should
because I have empathy for adults.
Are you saying we should farm babies and eat them?
I mean, not really, but
But not.
there's an ethical
Really?
argument to
That
make
we might
for
be onto
it.
something that I might have just solved world hunger.
Yeah.
You're welcome, the world.
If we had no emotions, then
Go on.
like if we were literally robots, then it would be like a practical solution.
Absolutely.
Because like it wouldn't
Baby
it wouldn't really
farm.
matter.
No one. Look, that's copyrighted. What's today? August 21st, 2022, after Common Era, 2:58 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Copyright, double stamp, trademark, mailed it to myself, notarized. No one can steal my idea for Baby Farm. That's it. All scoot. Rights in perpetuity. No take backsies. Shotgun.
Swimming.
That's a good joke. Gerber won't even have to rebrand. That's a solid joke. Clue.
That's
Luke.
funny.
You're in the good books.
Baby food.
That's good stuff.
Like that'd be an interesting like science fiction concept. at the very
Or
least.
just try it for real.
Yeah.
Who's getting hurt? Babies, as
Yeah.
we've established. Doesn't matter. They don't employ anyone.
What about lonesome people no one will miss? Are they worthless?
Yes.
I mean, if we were robots, then we could say that, but it depends. It depends, like how you view like death and how you view like what whether or not there's like an afterlife, or like
Well, I plan to be martyred, so I'm getting my virgin, so I'm not worried about it.
yeah. When
Sleeves cover up the
I should be clear when I'm talking philosophically, it is not like a call to action, and it is not like a policy. I'm just talking philosophically. So we could say philosophically that people who have a person who has never met another human being ever, if they disappeared, would have less of an impact on, total emotional well-being of like a population than someone who knows everybody in the world. Right? Like I think that that's not an unfair statement to make. That's not a policy, right? Cuz like everyone's an
Sounded
individual.
like a policy.
And it would suck to be like, yeah, like you wouldn't want to be like I can't even imagine what policy that would be. Like, okay, we're doing the thing every month where we kill every loner. Like, I don't even know how that would like
Well,
come
I
into
think
play
everyone
practically.
is
But
assigned a numerical score, 1 to 100, on how important they are and how many other lives they impact, and everyone under 10 gets culled every month.
Come on, move forward. All right.
And that's a
Let's
policy.
go. Move it through. Are you clear? All right. Next.
Or, barring that,
You're good, Foster.
we can just do Baby Farm. Perhaps a social credit score.
Fuck yeah, what do you think I'm here?
Look, local boss named
Yeah, when
his empire's open for business.
It's very true.
I would also like to point out, because sometimes when I say shit like this, some people are like, Adam's a psychopath. Yes, lucky guess, but
number one, okay.
fine. But seriously, if you pay attention to like all of the media that I consider to be like my favorite and the types of things that I like enjoy and appreciate, they're things that like get extreme emotions from me, whether it be laughter or fear or disgust or like I like Antichrist. It's not like, oh, you're a psychopath because you. It's like it's not like
to throw people off the scent.
it's not like, oh yeah, I like seeing a movie where someone comes blood. Like that's not the point of enjoying that movie. But I do respect. I mean, there's a lot about the movie to appreciate. But in terms of like showing extremes, you can Von Trier or even like you could say John Waters or Gaspar Noé or like there's tons of directors that have that outlook where it's like, oh, you should push the envelope a little. If I were to play a game where it's like, oh, you can kill the kids, depending on what type of game. If it was sandboxy, then I'd probably be laughing. But if it was an emotional game, like something like The Last of Us,
what better
and like
place
you
to
were
kill
forced,
kids than a sandbox?
like you never know. Like what if it was like you were forced to make a decision or something,
A Sophie's
and like,
Choice.
yeah, what if it was like literally like you had to kill this kid because they were like infected or something? Like, what if it was like a horrifying emotional part of a game? Michelle Haneke, does some disturbing stuff too. I think that there's value in that, and I would appreciate it more. And so I'm always looking. The average film, the average experience, does not do anything for me, and I get bored. So I need extremes, and I would like there to be more extremes in any direction, so that I can appreciate it more.
If it's just regular run-of-the-mill emotions,
Well,
I don't understand them because I don't have my flashcards with me.
The thing, so I'll rate the new film Prey a 4 out of 10 on IMDb.
How dare
And
you.
there's people who are like,
How damn
do
dare
you
you."
even enjoy anything? It's like, you don't understand. Like, that movie is just a bunch of movies I've already seen before. So
While a
no, it
man
doesn't do anything
burns
for me
alive on
because it's
screen.
literally just a paint by numbers, like, normal movie that's been made a billion times that's slapped on with the marketing saying we had an mostly Native American cast and there was
they
a
all
dub in
spoke
Comanche and that makes it different than the other movies that are exactly like this, and people go, woo, this is so new and groundbreaking. It's like, well, it's
of the best.
literally you had the okay, so the character at the beginning of the movie says, I want to be a hunter, but no one will believe me because I'm a woman. They're like, I
out
can't
so
hunt, and that's her conflict. What do you think happens by the end of the movie if you were to take a wild
She
guess?
Figures it out. She gets good at hunting.
Yeah, whoa,
What?
crazy. So then you get
Shut
a
the
scene.
front door.
Yeah, so you get a scene near the beginning. She has a dog, a little dog companion friend.
they
The
fuck?
dog runs away. What do you
She's not a
think?
white
What
woman.
the dog runs away at some point, like about a third through the movie.
Hold
What
on,
do you
hold-
think? What do you think happens later in the movie?
Now,
Do you think the dog's gone forever, or what do you think?
Let me. So, dog gone forever, or dog shows up in the third act. I'm gonna go shows up in the third act.
What do you think the dog does when they show up?
Is it maybe save something?
Yeah, they
Help
save the
some-
day. Wow,
What?
crazy! It's like
Shut
this
up!
is the same movie that's
Adam-
like existed.
Adam,
It's
Adam,
just
are
the
you-
same fucking thing
Adam,
over
are
and
you
over and
hav-
over again.
Are you having a laugh with
It's
me
just
right
it's
now?
absolutely insane, and people are treating
you
it like a new movie.
Are you
It's not a
taking
new
the
movie.
piss?
It's not a new film. The Predator design looks cool, and if you've if you've attached your entire identity into that and that's all you care about, then great.
That's most of what.
But
I
like
care
it's
about.
not a new movie. It's a movie that came out in 2022, but it's the same shit.
Sounds like a new movie to me, pal.
It's just the same shit over and over and over again. And so yeah, like I would like something different. And so when every single movie is like, oh, we're going to have a child character and pretend they're in danger, but they're actually not.
They're not.
Then yeah, I would like a movie where they're actually in danger. I would respect and appreciate. Fucking John Watts killed kids in his clown movie. I was like, hell yeah. That was so funny. And it was kind of a horror comedy too. It was But it was awesome. It was like, wow, okay, you actually made a movie.
Respect.
But yeah, it's harder for video games because there's a lot of fear-mongering around video games particularly, and not as much for movies. It's kind of annoying.
TL semicolon DR baby farm.
Kill you kids.
If you take one thing,
Can I craft a larger one? I don't think I can. I think I have the biggest. I have the biggest one. So I need to, like, craft syringes.
one of the biggest rucksacks I've ever seen.
What do I even... I don't have any... I just need to, like, sell a bunch of shit. But I can't do that right now anyway. Whatever. Nothing matters. Like... Yeah, it's because it's fucked up. It's because it's a bad... like, in the same way that it's like... the same argument you could make for never showing a child death in any media, you could make for not showing anyone's death in media. Be like, what's wrong with you? You want to see a character die? It's like, no, I don't want to see characters die, but it's emotionally effective for stories, right? Like,
Especially
there's,
children.
like, imagine how fucking boring movies would be if, like, you weren't allowed to show negative things happening in a movie or a video game. Like, you can make identically
I think
the same argument you can make for just not killing anyone in any piece of media.
I agree, but those would be interesting parameters to
Oh, yeah,
have
you're
to
not allowed?
make something under. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, Synecdoche in New York, he gets better at the end.
Yeah.
he
That'd be sick.
becomes baby.
Everybody wins. We should all be so lucky as to become baby. But then you have to go get eaten on baby farm.
Mm. That'd be a twist ending. Total Hill.
I like totals.
Can I shoot more sharks? How many do I need? I think I got everything I needed with sharks, didn't I? Because I got like 10,000 shark skins for every shark skin. Yeah, I just need leopard and still deer or no? Yellowneck. Taiga. Leopard. Whatever. All right. Well, we're gonna unlock some more areas. Where's my objective? Do I have one yet?
One of Hoyt's men
Oh, here we go.
offered me a way in.
Hoyt.
A group of traders planning to steal from Hoyt. I'm thinking I kill these guys. Hoyt trusts me.
Ah, yes, the Dresden Shuffle.
Yeah. It's funny America cares so much about child deaths, but their infant mortality rate is through the roof.
Shockingly high for
Compared
a first
to
world country.
Yeah.
Traitors from the
Kind of
inside.
sus.
They've got 3 captains, one of whom might be carrying a roll sheet.
No, we don't care about real babies.
Kills them, acquires the sheet.
We care about pre-birth babies in real life
Yeah, and fictional ones.
and fictional children.
Temple. I'll give you the coordinates.
Bye-bye, Dougie. Go to the temple. Oh, I can go right here. Yes.
You're doing the right thing. Chemistry. Chemistry. Was that a real dog?
Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid. It's fiction. Like, who cares? Fiction is about escapism. Like,
Yeah, like I'm not gonna get to kill that many
Yeah.
kids in real life, so let me see it in a movie.
I like playing Renegade
Who doesn't like playing?
because I'm
Renegade?
a good person in real life.
That's
so-
right. Let's go with that narrative.
I think that anybody who plays Paragon is
Trying to
secretly a
compensate for
bad
something?
person.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.